Hey everybody, welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, and we're here for some more Age of Wonders Planetfall. I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody for being patient with me as I took last week off. I am now back, and we're ready to record 3 more episodes, and I'm just going to jump right into it here. The first order of business, I think, after the last episode is that I keep making the same mistake again. A few of you pointed this out. I have not been handling these Promethean landmark battles well at all. Basically, it's almost always a bad idea to bunch up your units and those things, and especially I keep bunching them up around the giant explosive gas canister that has like a 2-hex explosive radius that I keep forgetting about. So we're going to try to improve on that a little bit in the upcoming battle for this army. But before we do that, let's go ahead and go through some of your comments for this week. So the first one, Chris Lighthawk mentioned that the Entropic Infusion mod, I misread what that actually does. So I'm going to look that up here. Actually, I think my leader has it, but I'm just going to look it up here anyway. Tropic Infusion should be here. So the unit's attacks, I looked at this as like one of the symbols I didn't recognize, because I knew one of them was entropy damage. But what I didn't realize is what this is saying is the unit's attacks gain 4 entropy damage, 2 damage for repeating attacks, and an 8 entropy chance, 4 for repeating attacks to imply entropic decay. So it's boosting the damage output of entropy skills and adding a entropy chance to imply entropic decay. So those are 2 different things. This one is damage output. This was in chance to apply effect, but they're both entropy related. So wanted to clarify that. Yeah, I read that completely wrong. Also from Chris Lighthawk, Arcadian Restoration is another tech in the Amazon tree. So I was looking at ways to clean up those messed up volcanic sectors. Arcadian Restoration is here under restorative cloning, and that can terraform a target sector into Arcadian as well, on top of the fact that they can transform the terrain. So one of them is transporting, this one is transforming the climate of the sector, and this one over here, Rapid Reforestation, transforms the terrain. Now it's a one-way thing with the Amazon. You can only go to Arcadian and you can only go to Forest. You can't undo that unless like some other external thing like that big snowstorm that blew through this area changes it. So, but that would still be, I mean, that's obviously better than just leaving these sectors as volcanic. So that's something I will get to, but I do have more important things on my mind. I want to get to these texts, and I'll talk about that in a minute. There's a really cool idea Athena Tenno had that I want to talk about with those. But before we get to that, let's go to Sarah Feingold. Mentioned that I could switch back to normal society research and resume quest research later from the menu at the bottom of the research screen. So I haven't actually ever noticed this before, but she's 100% right. At the bottom of this screen, probably you can't see it right now because I don't have any quest research going on, but there's this this special research option down here. I'm thinking this is most likely what it is. You think by clicking this you can toggle what research you're doing on and off. So you can, if you really need to finish one of your own texts and you want to suspend the quest research for a turn or 2, you can do that. Not something I've ever done before, mostly because I never noticed it, but that's good to know. There was another comment that I received from somebody, and I just wanted to clarify some confusion in case anyone else was thinking the same thing. They're talking about these wolves here, basically saying that these guys have fast movement naturally, so the exoskeleton enhanced limb augments upgrade that applies fast movement is partially wasted on them. That's actually not true. If you can look in here, you can't see, unless I'm missing something, which I don't think I am, nowhere in here does it say these guys have fast movement. They have land movement, like normal land movement, but I don't see fast movement in here anywhere. And they are prime rank. It doesn't come as the result of a rank upgrade. So I'm pretty sure that if you want these guys to have fast movement, you do need that enhanced limb augments or some other mod that gives them fast movement. So yeah, just wanted to clarify that real quick. From Impregnable, Operational Center is probably infiltrated, run internal purge ASAP. I think that's a good idea, and that's actually going to cause me to change what I'm doing here. So I was going for the final level of operational effectiveness, but I think I'm going to do is get covert ops real quick, just so I can start running internal purge. I might even run secret state, just because they're being that much of a nuisance. So for now, I'm going to flip to that. It'll take me 4 turns, but I think that'll be worth it. And then once I have that, I might actually grab this real quick because it's going to give me Operational Prowess 1, which I never actually picked up. Well, actually, do these two things stack? I think those should stack on top of each other. That's a little odd that it's the same Operational Prowess 1 upgrade, a Tier 2 Empire upgrade that does the exact same thing. I think they stack. I don't know why they wouldn't. Because I got 2 there and 4 is there. I'm wondering why 1 is listed in there twice. I don't know. I'm going to operate under the assumption that they stack, but I might do Covert Ops. Maybe then I'll go get this one, though, because this does have an extra Doctrine slot, which would be nice for me putting Secret State in if I choose to do that. Not sure if I will or not. We'll find out depending on the circumstances, but I would like for them to stop spying on me. I don't remember who it was, but somebody did point out it's probably Login, because he is the only other one that I've met who is an enemy. It would either be him or my ally. I'm going to assume it's not my ally. It's probably Login just harassing me. So we'll get to that here pretty soon. From Jacob Ace, using the tactical resupply charge, if Artist still has it, to recharge the Techno Profit after turn 2, can reset the Call-in Reinforcements ability as well. So what Jacob is saying here is that, and I don't have that mod on Artist right now, but like in my main leader stack here, I've got this cool Techno Profit. So what we've been doing is, when I had it, I used the tactical resupply charge to basically recharge him right away so he could use Wrath of the Old Machines without having to wait for that 3-turn cooldown. But if you wait until turn 2, you can actually, because Call-in Reinforcement starts on a 1-turn cooldown, so if you wait until turn 2 and just defend with the guy in the first round, you could use Call-in Reinforcements, which starts on a 1-turn cooldown but has a 6 cooldown after that. So wait the 1 turn, call in reinforcements, then use the tactical resupply charge to resupply him, and then on the next turn you can use Wrath of the Old Machines or call in more reinforcements right away. So that's actually pretty cool. Makes them a bit more useful. I don't have that mod on this guy yet. He's got other stuff that I think is more important for him right now. But when I open up the next mod slot for him, I think I might throw that back on. And she, well, you know what? She might not really need that regenerative bioregulator. Because she's not really, she's more of a ranged fighter anyway. I might actually give that to her, although generally speaking I want her attacking, but I guess that's the truth. The same could be said for all my heroes. I might put that tactical supply charge on her instead of the bioregulator. Gives her an extra shield too. Can only be used once per battle. I'm gonna do that. We can always put the bioregulator back on her later, but I think that would be a pretty fun and useful strategy for the for that Techno Profit. Also from Jacob Ace, I could give the Overcharge Augment mod to the Paragon Mechs instead and replace the Fanatics with something better. So I think that's a great idea. We can go back over here to talk about this one. So I've got this army here, and I've got this guy in it who's had this Fanatic following him around for forever. One mistake I made is that because the Overcharge ability that these Fanatics can do lasts for 2 turns, you really only need 1 Fanatic for every 2 heavy soldiers anyway, if you're going to do that strategy I was doing. But what I can do is I have this Oath of Loyalty mod on these guys, which really isn't getting much use anymore. It's just a tier 1 mod. It's probably time to replace that. I think what I'm going to do is give them the Overcharge Augment, which actually gives them +2 shields on top of allowing them the free action of overcharging themselves, which frees up this guy to do something else. Have ideas for that, and we'll get to that in a second. Actually, we'll get to that right now, because Athena Tenno had a really cool idea for what to do with these guys. So, these guys have phase augment by default, right? They're not really great fighters, but they have some utility in terms of movement. So what Athena Tenno is suggesting is giving them the Jetpack mod and the Destiny's Manuscript mod. So the jetpacks can be used to get in the middle of a bunch of units in combination with phase, which is a free action. So there's 2 free actions of movement for I think a total of like 8 spaces. I think the phase augment can go 3, and I think the jetpack is 5. So they can move up to 8 spaces for free and then use the Destiny's Manuscript mod. So what Destiny's Manuscript does is it's I'm working towards it now, and I definitely want it now because it could be really fun. Destiny's Manuscript has a Scramble Destiny thing. Enemy units in a 3 hex radius, which is a really big radius, around the caster have a 12 entropy strength chance to gain either Fatalism or Adversity for 2 turns. Friendly units in that range gain Providence, get some buffs. The buffs aren't really what I'm worried about here. The idea is to jump those fanatics right into the middle of all the enemy soldiers, then use this to give everybody fatalism adversity. But it gets better because in this same tech, as Athena pointed out, there's also Expedite Doom. Tier 1, 2, and 3 units with fatalism or adversity have an 8 entropy strength chance to instantly be killed. Okay, so jump them in, trigger Destiny's Manuscript, then use this Expedite Doom tactical operation to have a good chance to instantly kill those units. And it gets even better because one of these effects is Fatalism. I'm going to actually look up both of them. I want to look up Adversity real quick to see what that does. Adversity, the unit's attacks will fumble. Okay, but the real star of the show here is Fatalism, because Fatalism makes it 100% easier to hit the unit and making it fail all of its resistance checks except for instant death. Oh, okay. Never mind. There is this qualifier in here that, except for instant death checks. Okay, not quite as overpowered as what I was thinking. And I think I know that's exactly why the developers put it in there, is because they knew somebody like Athena and then subsequently me would abuse that. So, can't get the 100% chance to kill a unit with Fatalism with that Expedite Doom tactical operation, but it's still an 8 entropy strength chance. That's pretty good. If there's a way to lower their entropy resistance, then that would be really cool too. I only have a very small handful of units that can do that though, but still, great idea and something that I think I'm definitely going to try later in the series. So hopefully that all made sense. If it didn't, stick around because I'll hopefully get to that eventually. For anyone interested, this also from Athena Tenno, the final objective of the Grail Hunt is an extra large anomaly that turns into a legendary landmark that you must then hold control of in order to benefit from it. I'm not sure if it'll be relevant for this game. I don't know if we're going to really go for it, but it might be kind of a fun thing to do. I think what I'm going to end up doing after this series is maybe do a poll, or after I take out the Voidbringers, maybe do a poll of whether you guys want me to continue with this game to accomplish some other objective. I am going to accept this quest because, why not? Go get the Grail. But for the time being, killing the Voidbringers and ending the game that way is the current plan, and then we'll kind of go from there depending on how long that takes. Speaking of the Voidbringers, the battle for that main Voidbringer base, this is a warning from Athena and seconded by Sarah Feingold, Devin Larson, and Blurry Intervision. It's going to be a crazy hard battle. It's similar to the other points I've been taking out, like the one that landed here, except that there's a lot more spawners in that area. There's a lot more Voidbringer units, so I can't just snipe off a couple and end it. I have to kill like a bunch of them. So it's going to end up being almost more of a marathon battle where I just have to slog my way through waves of enemies while taking out a spawner or two at a time or a Voidbringer or two at a time. So that is not something this army is going to be able to handle by themselves. I'm going to need to bring down some backup. Fortunately, I am rolling some pretty powerful machines off the line here, so that's going to be fun. So yeah, I appreciate the heads up before I go charging into something that I can't handle. I think what I'm going to do is mostly kind of focus bringing some of my armies down into this area. I do have a couple of other miscellaneous things I want to clean up with like her army. I think they were going to go up here and clear that. But once I'm done kind of getting all that stuff sorted and building up a pretty good army here, I think I'll make one big push at this structure. So I appreciate the warning there, and we will take a little bit of time to gather forces together and build up before charging in blindly. From Nissil, just another little tooltip mechanic or UI mechanic that I wasn't familiar with. Apparently, when you're in combat, there's a log of battle history, including % chances of things to hit or miss, at the top right of the screen to the left of the surrender button. So I didn't know that. That's something I'll try to keep an eye out for next time I'm in a battle, if I can remember to do that. From George Schroers, check the Positron Discharge Shield mod, which is the same tech as the Positron Arc Storm Projector. So if I go into here, and I was kind of going for Positron technology before I decided to go for other things, and I am still going to go for these other things first, but this Positron Discharge Shield mod is really, really good. The unit is shrouded in a powerful arc field, making it 25% harder to hit with range attacks and granting it 6 arc resistance. And at the start of each turn of combat, a random enemy within a 2 hex radius gets hit with a discharge, taking 12 damage. On top of that, giving me +2 shields. I think that mod would be a great mod to replace the other one that these guys have. That what is it called? I have units. I have some units with it. That one that can like stun units that attack you from within a certain range. I think I'd rather have that other bigger mod that just deals lightning damage back to them. Where is a unit? Artist has it. Yeah, this one. I think I'm gonna replace that Arc Retaliation defense with that newer one. That sounds like more fun, but it's gonna be a little while before I can get it. So it'll also give the unit an extra shield, so it'll be a nice little buff. But again, it'll be a little while before I can get it, so I'll have to wait on that. Also from George Schroers, extra siphoners for leader and maybe other heroes could be useful. I might be able to make some just kind of very basic ones, because really all I'm using the siphoners for, basically the idea is keep recharging Celeste Dark Matter to use Diviner's Threads over and over and over for a great deal of damage. I like that idea, and I think what I'm going to do is I've got this guy being produced. I might go ahead and just make some cheap siphoners, because all I really need them for is that devotion ability. I don't actually even need them to really do anything else, so I might just make a couple dirt cheap ones for 49 a piece. Well, I guess 49 plus 18 Cosmite. I could still make these guys with some mods pretty quick. So yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll do just a couple of more of them before going back to lots of exemplars. And, oh, I burned out all my Cosmite doing that. Okay. And I think having 3 of them around my leader will be more than enough, because they have like a 3-turn cooldown on devotion, I think. So I could just keep giving my leader devotion and having her hit with nasty AoEs over and over and over. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I should be able to, I think, get those guys done on the next turn, combined with this one, which is already almost done. So yeah, that will be fun. Don't know why he has a dog for his mod symbol, but that's okay, I guess. That's nice. And then the last comment for this week is from Devin Larson. Just a general reminder that standard energy Cosmite ratio in trades is 8-to-1, although it can fluctuate depending on the computer's needs. So if anyone was wondering about that, if a computer wants to trade energy for Cosmite, the average exchange rate is 8 energy per 1 Cosmite, if you were curious. I had actually forgotten what the ratio was, so appreciate the reminder. And with that, I think we can get back to it. Let's keep exploring over here. We're kind of circling what I think is Login's territory. Yep, Login 1, and he is been very bad. Oh, wait, is that just a... Oh, that's a cleared Cosmite ripped in the water. I don't think I can actually pick up any Cosmite from that. That's okay. Alright, got lots of little scouts all over the place. I think I was bringing this guy back down to help with... Oh yeah, I was going to get this back. Okay, we can do that. Production for Orentville. Oh, you know what? There was a comment I missed, and I'm going to have to apologize to somebody for missing that. But first off, Orentville needs to do energy upgrades. 2 of them. Ondbur here. Somebody did mention that I can use the rapid reforestation to try to turn these into better production sectors or something, so I can specialize these 2 sectors here, which I think is a good idea and something I will probably do. In fact, it might be something I can do right now if I'm not currently in the process of casting a tech.
Operations primed and ready.
Rapid Reforestation is here, and that's going to give more food and production. So basically what I'll be doing is turning both of these into production sectors. That actually helps with one of them, not really both, because I already have a good production sector here, but but I think that it is helpful enough for one of them. I think, does this one have a... Yeah, I'll just actually, this seems like a nicer location to have a orbital relay station in anyway, if I decide to go with that. So what I might end up doing is just using it on one of these two sectors. Rapid Reforestation is here, so let's go ahead and do that. Why do I keep losing it? There it is. And okay. So that city now can actually be a pretty good production sector, which I think I'm going to... Wait, where was I building housing in? What is this city doing? Producing residential exploitation. I hope I didn't just put that... where is it building that? I might have just wasted a... I don't know where it's actually building that residential exploitation. I might have just wasted the rapid reforestation, because I think I might be building it here. Doesn't tell me with this tooltip, though. Can't be built on mountain sectors. Okay, I know that. I don't know. I guess I'll find out in a minute. I might have just done something dumb. Anyway, back to this city over here. Gonna go with, I don't want growth. I'm not gonna be able to actually annex much yet, though. So maybe here we do more like the military infrastructure earlier. And then the botanical garden, something like that, just to keep it busy for a while. I don't really want that city bothering me too much. I don't care that much about it. I'll just give it the basics and let it grow. Okay, and then we can end turn, I think. 2 turns left for my leader's army to be investigating this structure. Looking forward to see what I can get out of that. It might make a useful sector for my new Vanguard city, which is in a pretty crappy location, all things considered. Low risk battle, let's auto combat that. Still managed to lose 2 ships, but it doesn't really matter. Get out of my land, please. Okay. We have just hit turn 70. So this isn't great. He's really upset with me for defeating another player and thinks I'm paving the way to planetary domination. But you don't understand, you could have planetary domination with me. I don't... Sure, I'll compliment you about that. I want to be friends. I do not want to fight you. Trust me, I mean, if you really want to fight, I will take over this whole continent. I don't want to do that, but if that's what you want to do, we can do that. Especially with stuff like this that I've got rolling off the line, which, by the way, this unit has 13 armor and 6 shields. Oh my gosh, that's borderline broken. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, fight me, bro. Pick a fight with me, see what happens. Alright, I want to get this guy out to the leader's army ASAP. He's not gonna make it in time to actually help with that particular thing going on, but I'll get there eventually. And I'm gonna have the Amazon go up this way to clear that so I can get it in my area. I've also got my hacker here. I think he's gonna go help the Amazon. That army's a little soft, I think. Alright, where are these guys? Okay, the battle on this turn is gonna be this one for another fire sector, and hopefully I can manage this one a little better than I have. This sector has been claimed by the Kirko. Because he ended his defensive pact with me on that turn, it canceled out the agreement I had of being able to build on claimed sectors. Which means that I can't clear this without risking making him more upset with me than he already is. I don't think that's worth it. Not for just giving Orentville more production. I think we'll let him have that one. I don't want a war with him. I want him to remain on my side. That's annoying. I wouldn't have run down there if I'd have thought about that, but yeah. That agreement's over, so I can't just claim sectors. You know what? It'll take him... He might not really ever get around to clearing that. We'll see. So I might be able to come back for it later if I can get our agreement back on track. I've got more units headed over this way. I think these guys... Actually, I think I'm going to have these guys go down. I might turn the Amazon around, have her go back down to the hero. I think these guys, who was originally bringing over here to go across the water and fight those Voidbringers, which, you know what, I might still do that, actually, just for the heck of it. Because I wouldn't mind getting some territory over there. But... where'd they go? Here they are. I'm not sure that they can fight the Voidbringers on their own is the problem. I don't really need them down there yet until I'm ready to launch an all-out attack, so I guess they can go over here and kind of hang out in this area for now. I might let them sit there. And with a little bit of extra backup, they probably could go across the water and at least harass the Voidbringer colony a little bit. Not sure if they're quite ready to kill it yet. Let's see, I should get 2 of these guys on the next turn, and they can go straight over to the hero. Maybe I'll send this big mech up to help them, since they're kind of fighting Voidbringer spawner right now. My leader's army is pretty powerful as it is. I don't know, I'm kind of just making this up as I go. Seems like every turn my priorities change. There looks to be pirates in the water there. I don't really like that. I'm gonna move this guy here to make it harder for anything that spawns there to get to him. And then maybe try to run out and grab that, whatever that is, energy, I think.
Production ready.
Civil Engineering Guild is done in Goofendel. And I don't think I need a throne here. Let's throw in laser defense turrets for the fun of it. Get my sector back here. I guess at least the nice thing about pirates is if they take a sector, you can just easily go get it back with a flying unit and then retreat to land. Still don't have that Cosmite under my control, which is something I would really like. That's another thing maybe these armies could work on if I embark them. Closed borders for Chin. Okay, that's actually going to be kind of a problem for Chin, because with closed borders, he can't move these armies back and forth in this area very well. I almost feel like I need to keep an army back there now because he's being kind of
Production ready.
Oh well. Voidbringer spawner has landed. Okay, Chin borders closed. Blah blah blah. No longer allows me to build unclaimed sectors. Warned everybody that I'm paving the way to planetary domination, which I'm not trying to do, but If you force my hand, I will. Chin attack Marauder Guard. What's he doing over here? Okay, he's just fighting pirates or something.
Production ready.
Okay, I'm gonna click through all these. Ops ready to launch, that's fine. Counter operations failed. Do I have
Operations primed and ready.
Protector program primed and ready to go? No, I have Blessing of the S-Tech primed and ready to go. Protector program I'm sure I need somewhere. So, in fact, I probably should have cast that at the end of the last turn. I'm gonna get Hero Resurrection Protocol ready to go, just so it's prepared. Just in case somebody dies, I'd like to be able to get them back very quickly. Tronton is waiting orders. Okay, I think production, we can bump that up a bit. Yeah, let's do that. In fact, since I'm using this city for... Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that. I was going to change that to research. That's right. Cancel that. I'm going to dismantle the industrial exploitation that is currently existing in, I think it's the only one, Sub-Zero Tundra. Dismantle that, and then replace it with a research station, which is going to get a bit additional benefits from the smaller research station resource node. Because eventually, Tronton is going to have this for its production, which will be a bit nicer. Okay. Felwill can get a research upgrade. I do want that. And Zanaril has been upgrading for forever. I think it needs one more research upgrade. Yep. And then once that's done, which I'm actually thinking about hurrying, nah, it's too much money. Once that's done, it can go into full unit production. I think I'll be ready. Honnibur does not actually need another research upgrade, because that's already a tier 5 exploitation. Okay, good. I did build the housing here, Grifter Sand, so I'm going to put the Servants Desert. Okay, build the production sector in Servants Desert Lands. There we go. And that actually, I think, one turn completed. Yep. So let's then do a production sectors upgrade. Probably we'll do 2 of those and start building Onbur into something more useful. Thinking that's looking pretty good. I could get a bunch of water sectors in it. It doesn't, I'm not sure how much good that actually does me, but because I've got the house, so I could get 2 more sectors in the water, which would, yeah, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, but city's still got some pretty solid upgrades in it. It'll be a decent unit production city for the Vanguard, so it'll be fun. All right, end turn, I think. We are at that point. Do I have an Oh yeah, Hero Resurrection Protocol. I decided to go ahead and get ready. Ah, here come Voidbringers. Oh, frick. That's a lot. Well, okay, no. I'll be okay. Startled me for a second. Low risk battle, auto that. Get out of here. Vanguard, I like their navy. So they are going to pick a fight. It's a low risk battle. I'm gonna try an auto. I'm gonna win gloriously at an auto. Okay, that's fine. Chin has captured my claim sector. Okay. You butthead. What can I do here? Okay, now I've got Cass's Belly on him. I become Overlord. Balanced trade offer. What happens if I become Overlord? I've never done this before. Let me sweeten the deal here a little bit. I will give you an offer you can't refuse. How about just 440 energy? No. Very bad deal for me. 640 energy, and you get all of Cassis Belli, in which case I become your overlord. And I'll even give you shared vision and open borders. How's that? I don't know if this will work. I've never done this before, but yeah, sure. Shared vision, open borders. I only ask that you let me build on your claimed sectors, and we can share intelligence. That's fine. Very bad deal for me. Yeah, he really doesn't want vassalage. Okay. That was worth a try. Hope I didn't insult him too much.
One of the most
Regulated
surprising
chaos theory.
discoveries
Okay,
about
there's Oath
reality
of Courage.
is the discovery that our
What's
courageous
butterfly effect
choices,
do?
when
It's a
pure
doctrine.
and decent,
No, it's a
matter
tactical operation.
probabilistically. Moral choices exert influence over chaos. To
You
me,
and Solitude.
it proves there's
Raised.
purpose to our existence.
Oh.
Gillis
It's a
Tarlox,
debuff that when I
Overseer.
kill the unit can jump to other nearby enemy units. That's kind of cool. What about Time Thread Data Scrolls? The unit gained 1 stack of precognition at the beginning of its turn if it does not have one already. That's a pretty nice mod too. And +2 shields. I'm gonna hold out for the other ones that are coming though. Which are 4 turns away, it looks like. Okay, my commander upgraded again. And I'm not really sure where we're at with her now. Deny the Void might be a nice fail-safe for her. She doesn't really need Deadeye at this point. Ranged, oh wait, Ranged Specialist. Why not do that? Just to make that attack even more devastating. We've got Vitality I could give. Make her immune to being flanked. Archaeology Expert's probably not a bad thing to pick up right now. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to grab Archaeology Expert. I'll do Archaeology Master and just get those since I'm currently finishing an archaeological site. Okay. We took a moment. The shadowy menace which fills us with instinctual terror is just a civilian woman. She looked distressed. We all felt her distress, but it's just that, feelings. These phantasms are frightening, but they are harmless unless we're foolish enough to fight them. Essentially, we'd just be fighting ourselves in this form. They are the remnant of some kind of sonic disaster. The city and its inhabitants are trapped in a hellish limbo. Oh, okay. Extra morale for units in my leader's army. That's cool. We encountered a black-robed figure as its eyes burn with a violet light of enmity. It wears a bronze mask, and unlike the others, it fills our minds with images. City once bustled with life. Emotions of hope turned to hunger and despair. Despair led to nightmares. A cult formed, one that could harness the power of dreaming. They believed that they could live forever. It gestures for us to follow. Okay, sure. Let's follow the dream cultist and see what happens. Alright. I'm going to send you... I'm going to send this one up here. Just to bolster these armies. I can get another one down to where my leader is pretty quickly. And I want you to continue up this way as well. I think the rest of the new stuff I'm making is going to go to the leader, but I want these armies to have plenty of backup to clear out the Voidbringers on that island and give me time to build up a whole bunch of these exemplars so I can just go absolutely smash these people into oblivion. The more I think about it, though, the more I think that her army isn't needed up there. Yeah, I still think I might turn them around. Where's my hacker? I think he's going to come... He's going to start heading back down towards my leader. Yeah, I think I am actually going to pull them back the more I think about it. I'm pretty sure that with the Exemplar coming, these guys can handle this down here no problem, especially if I throw the Exemplar in that crew. So that's, I think, what I'm going to do. And then they can deal with going across the water if I feel like it later. Still can't do anything about that then, which that annoys me. Kirko are just being dumb. Fine. Hey, I don't remember us having open borders. Get the frick out of my territory. You don't want to have open borders. We don't have open borders. It doesn't mean you just walk around in my territory, you jerk. Alright, Hero Resurrection Protocol is done. Pondwell can annex its first sector, which I would really like to be this, but it needs to be cleared. So, I'm just gonna grab probably, let's see, I've got kind of this one sort of already. I'll get the one with the Cosmite though, I think. Alright. And you guys can go hang out with that group, I guess. Login has a lot of territory over here. He's actually pretty powerful. That he can control almost an entire continent. He might have killed a couple people to get it. Alright, I'm gonna leave this little flying unit there for now. I should have 2 more of these guys now. Okay, great. They can go straight to my leader. In fact, they can probably get there on the next turn. Alright, and then from this point forward, I think it's pretty much just gonna be build the giant Exemplar guys for a while. This is why I didn't want to give up any Cosmite, is because eventually it's going to run out if I'm building these things every turn. Because they cost 79. Now granted, I can't build them every single turn, but I can build them pretty dang often. I have a little bit of a head start, but yeah, I would really like to get to clear that and get the Cosmite that's out there. I need a proper navy to do that. Maybe Felwill can start working on that. It does have this coastal sector, and it's in a good spot for building a navy. I just need more Amazon Navy tech. I guess I can work on that after Flawless Divination is done. Alright, we'll install some repeater defense turrets out here at Tronton. And in Goofendel, I think, which is also actually an... How did the Amazon feel about me? Goofendel could also make boats. I could get the Hydromancer. What other... You know what other Amazon mods do I have for ships? I know they've got some decent ships. A tier 3 ship that I could get pretty quickly, I think. What if I was to go for that instead? Because there's a lot of water stuff that I really want to get control over. So I would need either air units. If that was the case, I'd go with Vanguard stuff. Or Amazon. I think I'm going to actually do this first. I don't really like... Although, oh wait, that's why it's taking so long. Hang on. I need to somehow cancel what I'm researching. Okay. I need to go, okay, I think I could get what's going on here. I had it set to research that first, and then research this. What I actually need to do is double click that, and then it'll just research it, and then I can get this in one turn. Okay. That's what I want to do, because then this city here can start producing some boats, which I think it actually needs. I I think it needs the elite military facility first, which is going to take 2 turns. That's okay, I guess. We've waited this long, we can wait 1 extra turn. I'm not quite ready to just start spending money to hurry production all over the place just yet. I might do that once I'm actually start making those boats, depending on whether I can support the cosmite costs. Okay, Andver has done 1 production upgrade. Let's do a second. And let's see, what was the reason? So Andver had, well, actually I can see by just clicking on the city. Heavy weapons factory, status effect resistance for produced units. I think I'm going to turn Andver into an aircraft production city and make some of those Vanguard gunships just to get some air control. I've pretty much been limited to ground units this whole game, so I think having some strong air units would be good. And I really need more cosmite income. So this is like the obvious next one I want. Also, down here there's another cosmite. I need both of those nodes. I really need more cosmite. Let's go back to Orentville. I don't remember when I started this recording. Crap, I do that all the time. I think I'm going to go for another 10 minutes or so. Let's go back to Orentville and... Wait, Orentville is not the city I really care about. Orentville, in fact, can probably go on produce energy or maybe research. I think I'll do produce research. Generate knowledge. Yeah, let's do that. Well, we can get the defense turrets in there. I want these kind of all over, just in case the Kiriko do decide they want to pick a fight with me. They're going to have to push through a lot of advanced military infrastructure and turret emplacements before actually getting to me.
Operations
Let's go to
primed
operations and find protector program. Prime that now. And we'll continue to launch these kind of all over the place, wherever they can be launched. The city can use one. Pretty much we'll just put them down wherever they are needed. Protector program again. Start priming, close. And we'll also throw some laser defense turrets out here in Lysandrel, or whatever the city is called. And I think that is it. Let's go to the next turn. Oh, crap. Really? Voidbringers are going to come crash landing into this on the next turn. Dang it. Alright, well at least I've got a bunch of armies in the area closing in on it, so I guess it is good that I brought these guys up here. We'll just gather everyone together and crush it, I guess. Come back later. Oh, that's annoying. I was looking forward to clearing that anomalous site. It's also in the center of the hex, which usually, or the center of the sector, which usually implies that it's probably a good one. Dang it. Alright. Yep, there it goes. Way to just completely destroy the archaeology sites, you jerks. I wonder if... Yeah, there's no way for them to get out there fast enough. Alright, we'll deal with that. Hero leveled up. Artist. Oh, artist leveled up. That means he can get... can't get modular extension yet. Okay, that is 8. I need to leave 3 points, so I could pick up something else for him, as long as it's only 3 points. I like that precognition one. Also having entropic infusion would be pretty cool. But, again, that's 3. I think counterattack is, if I'm not mistaken, mostly useless because of the Indomitable Champion, but it's melee Overwatch can no longer be cancelled by stagger and will never miss. Indomitable Champion means the unit goes into defensive mode, it gains tireless and resolute. Cannot be flanked. If the unit is staggered, the defensive mode is cancelled. I feel like I've looked at this several times before. He is immune to being staggered. So, since he's immune to being staggered, this one isn't as important. That's right. I have to keep reminding myself of that. Close quarters specialist might be fun for him. And I could still get... Yeah, you know, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do close quarters specialist. Just to give him even more melee damage. Why not? And then I'll save the rest of the skill points for the modular extension on the next level. Okay. Aquatic commune, whatever. That's ready. So we can go back to Flawless Divination. Wait. Yeah. Dang, I got like a boost of research or something. Cool. Okay, that is the one I want. So, oh no, I did. It wasn't a boost of research. It was going to take me 4 turns. So with that done, Goofendel up here should not be able to make the aquatic. Oh wait. I guess the Aquatica doesn't count as an elite unit. I thought tier 3 units generally were considered elites. Well, we can ignore that now, I guess. So I'll just put an Aquatica ahead. Actually, let's manage the Aquatica, see what kind of mods we can get on these guys. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh, there it is. Modify that. Let's see what we can do with this. So it is a aquatic luring, can prompt other sea life. I think that's a summon, not a mind control technique, but I'm not 100% sure. Target unit gains a shield drone for 2, granting it in any friendly adjacent units plus 3 for the duration. That actually could be good with a swarm of these altogether. And has defense mode of shields up. Very defensive unit. The heavy laser cutter is a repeating attack that does... Oh, that bypasses 2 shields, has anti-air, and does 15 flame damage. Okay. So, knowing all that, what works well for these guys? I think, what was the Time Thread one? That's the only tier 3 mod. This would keep giving them precognition and 2 more shields. They have no armor, though. And they are immune to stagger, so I don't need anything that gives stagger immunity. It's possible an Oath mod would be good for them. I think the Beacon of Hope would be good in the long run, and I'll probably change them to that. Or just add it later. Maybe keep a mod slot open and just add it later. Interlocking armor, maybe not that useful. Battered panel analyzer, what does that do? I don't think I'd use that much. The arc retaliation defense is almost always good, especially since there are a lot of melee water animal units, but, well, I don't know. A lot of the stuff I'm going to have to fight is going to be like pirate type units, which are going to have ships and missiles and guns, so this might not be as useful. That being said, it does do arc damage, and so a lot of the boats that are going to go up against me would be mechanical and have an arc weakness. So that actually might not be a bad one to pick, but let's see what else we've got access to. The unit gains 100 morale for each essence charge it carries. That, not really. I don't think any of the S-Tech stuff is really going to be useful for them. Plight Mitigator. It has negative status effects. It dispels at the start of it next turn. When it does obtain Providence for 1 turn, can only trigger once every 3 turns. In addition, this mod prevents units from fumbling naturally. Alright, well, I think I know for sure I'm going to get that. And I think in the meantime, I'm probably going to get the Arc Retaliation defense. Just because having a chance to stun things that get close is nice. So I'll get that, I'll get the Time Thread thing, and then when I get the Beacon of Hope, I'll add that onto the list too. We'll save this template for now as reciprocating and start making some of these guys. And I'm going to bump them up above that. I'm going to quickly run out of... I'm going to very quickly run out of What is this? Oh, War Docks. What does that do? The larger okay, grants 15 production and 15 energy to colonies. Link to naval units built in the link colony gain 2 armor. Hey. Okay. So I'll make a couple of those guys go out there and clear that, and okay, that'd be pretty good. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to build a couple without that armor upgrade to go clear it in the first place. But hey, that'll make Goofendel actually an ideal Navy city. I didn't even notice that War Docks was out there until just now. So cool, I like that. We'll work on that. Unexploited sector out here. Okay, that's the hydro exploitation. I guess we can add that on the list above this other stuff. Sure. Ops ready to
Operations
prime.
primed and ready.
Can launch the protector program. And let's see. Goofendel, you know what? Let's give that to you. And we'll keep launching the protective program over and over and over until everything is protected. I just have to keep randomly highlighting cities to see who doesn't have it because it keeps getting dispelled. I'm hoping that my neighbor here doesn't start casting crap against me. I think that I have this on every city. Oh, Hanver doesn't have it. Okay. And can I do it again? I'll at least have it primed. Tronton doesn't have it. Okay. Can I do Infiltrate Operations Center yet? I think... Oh, I forgot to change that. Well, crap. Well, now I'm 1 away, so I may as well finish it. That's why it was going to take so long. Actually, you know what I can do? I can actually double-click on Counter Ops, and that should... Well, you know what? We'll get Counter Ops, and we'll get Operational Effectiveness, because then we can start... Yeah, that works. Just get Counter Ops real fast. Okay, Colony of Dreams, back to my leader's army. We followed the cultists through a maze of abandoned structures. We passed hundreds of primitive structures and tools. Shades labor silently as we passed them, reaping with scythes, I think is how you say that, breaking the earth with hoes, and working threads and spinning wheels. We continued past it all into a hidden basement beneath a large ornate structure. All the figures dissipated from the place, leaving us alone once more. Okay, got some research, which actually finished what I was just doing, so that's good. Hidden beneath a monumental structure, we examine a hidden chamber. Burned out side stones are arranged in an activation pattern. Reality-bending symbols hum with constant swelling energy that pulls our minds into a sleepy haze. This is the pinning point, center of their strange passage into an altered reality. We can disrupt the ritual. We can search their logs. It must be reversible. I think that's the one I'm going to go to do. It might give me a structure. I don't know what this one does. Probably gives me a unit, but this one may give me a structure. And I think I would rather have the structure, whatever it is. So we'll just continue to hang out there and... do I want... I think I just want these guys hanging out nearby this army. They don't need to necessarily be in it.
We know there's a mole in the organization, so we'll be monitoring.
So Counter Ops is done. Operational Effectiveness is also done because of that nice research boost. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and grab Counterintelligence. With Counter Ops being done, that opens up 2 new things that I can do. For one thing, I can go to Operations and immediately start working on, not Infiltrate Operations Center, but whatever the one is for Internal Purge. Yeah, I want that started, like, right away. And also, can get a new doctrine, because I have an extra slot for one. Now, I'm thinking Secret State, possibly. Builder, Diplomat, Economist, Intercommunionist. Those guys reawaken. Territory tech is cheaper to research. Territory units cost 20% less to produce. That is not really that useful for me. Warmonger is also not really useful for me. Unification efforts. You know what? I think I just want Secret State. I want this harassment on my tactical ops to end. So we're going to do something about that now. I'm going to have operational defense of upwards of 30 by the time Secret State is done. It'll be like 31. Okay. Let's see him keep picking on me. Alright, well, I kind of like that I sent this guy out here. So we're going to move them there. We'll move this guy. You can actually pick that up and get a little closer. And whose army do you get to be in? I think I'm going to pull one of the wolves back. Give him one of the soldiers. And move them combined with that thing. He has got, okay, 2 skill points. You can have the big mech, and then... Oh, you know what? I should have moved one guy forward. Well, I can actually still do that. Okay. Move you here. Move you here. Move this here. There we go. A nice triangle. We'll deal with them on the next turn. Also, we got the hacker that just showed up. Maybe you go here, and we add the hacker to the group. We're just going to bring everybody for this one. Can't wait to see that big robot in action. But I think that's going to have to wait until the next episode. I'm pretty sure that I have gone a little long on this one. I need to pay more attention to when I'm actually starting these things. This might be about right. This might be about an hour. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, thanks for letting me, being cool about me taking a week off so I could go out of town. I got to see my sister, which was nice. So, aside from that, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this ongoing series, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Tarsak, and Tibian Army. Thanks so much, everybody.